Ooga Booga, my fellow bearers, welcome back to another episode of the Umeshu Berachain Ecosystem Spotlight series. Today we have THJ and we have three guests here today. Hello guys, and would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, BM, Ooga Booga. This is Umeshu.
Hello, BM. It's effed up.
Ooga booga. Nice to see you all. Nice to be here. Thank you, Moose. My name is Keisha.
All right, and appreciate you guys taking the time coming on. So, of course, first question would be, what is the THJ?
Yeah, I can start with this high-level question. THJ, I mean, there are a lot of different interpretations, but from a BD perspective, I would say THJ is the gateway to the Berachain ecosystem. This is the door for no bearers or projects outside Berachain to come onto Berachain ecosystem through doing a lot of fun stuff, interaction, and partnership with THJ. We started off from an NFT collection called HoneyComb in Q1 2023. HoneyComb is a utility and value accruing NFT. It's not your PFP. And a lot of the values and utilities are provided by our valued partners across the Berachain ecosystem. So yeah, this is a quick one-liner about what THJ is and what we do.
All right, and I've been wondering like what is the relationship between THJ and the Bera team? Like you guys are official Bera team, since you guys have like the official faucet as well. Would you like answer that on that end as well?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
not
like,
officially on the team or anything like that, but it's just more of a community project that works alongside the team for some initiatives, like the faucet.
I would say kind of like a symbiotic relationship, it is a good way to put it, in the sense that not directly, not Berachain and not a part of the foundation, but the honey jar is the. And correct me if I'm wrong on this stat, please, Umeshu, but I believe the honey jar is one of the most traded Berachain ecosystem NFTs, and it aims to provide the goal, because the honey jar minted, what was it, February? We're in 2024. February, was it 2023? And the goal was to provide more fun, not more, but fun, lower barrier to entry, because we all know about the bong bears, we all know about their rebases. It was supposed to be a lower cost, lower barrier to entry for people to play around and have fun exposure to the Berachain ecosystem. So since then, the honey jar has obviously branched out and launched so many different things and has turned into a very big pillar in the Berachain ecosystem. But really the beginning was to really create this fun, not easier onboarding, but people want to play with stuff. They want to do stuff, and they see a high floor price, they see a high number, and it not necessarily turns them away, but it alienates. Is alienate the right word? Yeah, it alienates a crowd, right? Like people are like, oh well, I'm just not going to pay attention to it. So it gives a different accessibility and different opportunities for different market participants to participate in the Berachain ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm also add a little bit to this question. So just like all other community projects on Bera, we started off as a small community project on Berachain. So we're not the official Berachain team. A lot of people mistake that we are in the official foundation team, but we work very, very close with the foundation team. Like myself, constantly getting some introduction from the BD team like MVP and Smokey, and fortunately, THJ has grown to a size that the foundation team has given us the opportunity to run an unofficial faucet provider, like on the THJ faucet, we can get the daily drip. So this is the working relationship between THJ and the foundation, and we work a lot of different aspects as well in terms of like community building and besides faucet, and also like cross protocol collaboration, etc. So I think our goals are aligned in terms of we are onboarding people and projects outside communities, outside Berachain communities to the ecosystem through our HoneyComb NFTs and faucet and all the other stuff that within the THJ ecosystem. So yeah, this is how we Ooga Booga with the foundation team.
Gotcha. All right, and I've seen a lot of announcements previously, like you guys have the partnership with certain protocols, right? Like you guys have the golden partnership, platinum partnership. I know you make sure you have like a spreadsheet tracking all protocols that are building on Berachain, and that was one of the columns. So what does it mean to be a THJ partner, and what are the different tiers mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you brought the spreadsheet up because I've been a bit lazy, haven't updated that sheet for a while. So yeah, like that spreadsheet is really the first touch point for many people to get to know all the community projects or build a better projects in the ecosystem. So very, very thankful for that. In terms of partnership and how project can form a partnership with THJ, I mean, it's a very natural progress. It's like for most of the occasions that I've experienced, it's all started from a BM in Twitter. Like sometimes it's me sliding into a project, Twitter DM, and then I just say hello, and then I want to get to know your project, and then I share my academy or the otherwise. Then we basically get on call to understand what they do and like how did they come into the Berachain ecosystem, what value they want to provide to the ecosystem, and as well as maybe the HoneyComb holders. So it's really to understand each other first. Sometimes because they're outside protocol, they have no idea what THJ is. I will walk them through what we do, what HoneyComb is, what's the purpose of Apiology DAO. That maybe we can touch a little bit down the line. So yeah, and then I will talk about like this partnership framework that we have developed. So yeah, like you mentioned about the platinum, gold, silver, and bronze tiers, and these are essentially meaning the level, the depth of the collaboration of the depth of the partnership between the two parties. And yeah, typically we understand like each other for some time, and then we discuss about the potential partnership scope. For example, PHA can provide co-marketing support. We can provide FOSI support. We can provide investor potential introduction, for example. And then the project can provide potential airdrop to HoneyComb holders, maybe token allocation to Apiology DAO, whitelisting HoneyComb holders for the NFT launch or token launch, for example. So it really depends on how much we do together and how much we know the team, and also the whole partnership scope as a whole. So and then we can decide, okay, based on this framework, we think that we have hit the platinum threshold or the gold threshold. So we actually revamping the whole partnership system as we speak, and we target to really publicize the framework and process to the whole community. Maybe we share some presentation decks or materials, or even put them into official document like GitHub link to the THJ Discord and Twitter down the line, so that we maintain full transparency and accountability. So yeah, I mean, this is I mean, everyone is happy to reach out to us to form a partnership. It's just spending the time to know each other and then discuss the scope.
Awesome. Yeah. And I like how you mentioned the HoneyComb NFTs and Apiology DAO, because that's exactly what I want to dive into next. Before that, anything else to add on from FDubs or Keisha?
No, I think Umeshu sort of categorized that pretty well. Across the different partnerships, it's great to have people sort of see what projects are building within the ecosystem, what are aligned with us, and I think it's great visibility for both our partners, and our community.
Okay, great. All right, then let's go into the HoneyComb NFT. What is it? What is the purpose, and what is the utility behind the HoneyComb NFT? I know you guys the NFT's been around for like 2 years now, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, the HoneyComb started, as Umeshu said, back in March of 2023. This was during the depths of the bear market. This was during the Silicon Valley bank runs. The janitor and the THJ team decided, you know what, let's mint 16,420 NFTs. Good number. And I think in about a week and a half or 2 weeks time, they all went out. I believe, Meshu, correct me if I'm wrong, 40% of them were for free. They were a way to distribute to early participants, newer participants, just a way to sort of spread the that lower cost entry for people within the ecosystem and future participants. And that sort of leads on to the perks aggregator idea. And Umeshu can probably chime in on that a little bit more. Basically, a way to get new and future participants ease of access to a wider range of ecosystem projects was the initial idea.
Yeah, and but this is one of the most fair NFT launch like that I've seen or that I've experienced because there's no team allocation. Like even we were the like day zero or day one and members of the THJ, we get zero HoneyComb allocation. So we just have to get the bear drop or buy from the spot market. Because the idea is like if you hold the bomb bears back then you will get some HoneyComb drop, or not. If not, then you will have to buy from OpenSea or Blur later on. So even for us, there's no allocation for team, no VC, no whatnot. It's one of the most fair NFT launch for a while, and then basically we just want to be the cheapest entry point for people who didn't have any bomb bear exposure, because it was like a lot of people were priced out by the bomb bears. I'm not even talking about the most expensive OG bomb bear, but like the subsequent Rebus collection is some people might still be priced out by that kind of floor price. So we wanted to be the cheapest entry point for people to get a set and forget type of NFT collection. Like the BD team of THJ will do all the research for you. We will hunt all the benefits for you. You just need to keep your honeycombs in the wallet, and then you are good to go. And then maybe later on you can buy the bomb bears if you want, but like THJ honeycomb will get you different types of exposure because of all the partnership benefits that I just described earlier. So basically, honeycomb is a set and forget, is a anti-zero, anti-hustle tech NFT that allows you to maximize your Berachain exposure besides the bomb bear collection.
The honey jar is by the community, for the community, and to grow the community, and really just bearers helping bearers helping bearers.
Nice. Yeah, so I was just looking on Blur at the HoneyComb NFTs right now. I think the floor is like 0.21 ETH. And I think I recall recently seeing a tweet saying you guys like have 100 new owners or something for the HoneyComb NFT collection. So congrats on that. Just looking at it, the owners distribution is like 28% unique holders, and just scrolling through some of them, I see like a wallet holding 100 HoneyComb NFTs and another wallet holding like 64 NFTs. Like, is that a concern for you guys?
I don't think it's a concern. I think I checked some of the collections, like just relatively speaking, we're not we have 16,420. That's a loss of NFT. So
Yep.
Maybe one people or few people having a more sizable bag, like 100 plus or 50 plus, does not really make them a really cartel type of group. Yeah, and then we basically have seen people growing the stack over the past 2 years from whatever number started from to now 4,600, almost 4,500 unique holders, growing bit by bit. But people just maybe growing the stack bit by bit over the past year, haven't seen the work that we have done for them, all the partnership perks that we have secured for them. So I don't think like if you compare across other NFT collections, I don't think we have a really concentrated supply or concentrated holder percentage.
Okay, gotcha. And the second part of this would be the HoneyJar NFTs, right? And the Apiology DAO. Like, so what's all that about? I understand there's like correct me if I'm wrong, like 6 different honey jars to be collected, right? And then what is Apiology DAO? What is it about?
Yeah, so HoneyJars, all the subsequent collection, they are like rebase collections to the honeycomb. The different games attached to the HoneyJar collections. So if you go to the THJ website, you can see the games. there will be a prize pool. Actually, the prize pool is really lucrative right now because Janitor, he was crazy enough to lock all the beautiful JPass, all the really expensive JPass into the smart contract, into the prize pool. So only when the HoneyJar Generation 1 and 2 collection are minted out, then those those JPass will be released to one single winner. So right now it's still not minted out. And yeah, I mean, you get the idea, right? If THJ really started to getting more popular and people started to see how valuable those JPEGs are, then they would be maintain the rest of the collection and try to be the winner. So yeah, that's the HoneyJars collection. And then DAO, Apiology DAO. How to get into that is you have to have one honeycomb and the full set of HoneyJars, meaning you have to have one each of the 6 rebase collections. And DAO is kind of an entity within the whole THJ umbrella. Is a DAO that gathers all the partner allocated assets. So it works hand in hand with all the BD work that we've been doing. Like for example, all the partners typically they will allocate a little bit of their tokens to DAO for, we call it diamond polling. Like it's like diamond handing in the treasury. We are not dumping instantly. We're keeping the treasury, or we only use it for strategic liquidity deployment, or to do a lot of the DeFi stuff within the Berachain ecosystem. And so basically, DAO is like it's like the DAO that gathers all the benefits from partners, and then we would deploy in a positive way to create positive and maximize the value for the seed owners. So yeah, that's the overview of what jars and DAO is.
Yep, I like how we can use Ohm to mint the HoneyJars. So what's the backstory behind that?
Yeah, going back to the I guess origin of the I guess like the Bong Bears, right? Very aligned with that DeFi Summer Ohm community. And when it came to the HoneyJar, we wanted to pay homage to that. And during the Honeycomb mint, you were able to actually use Ohm to get a slight discount. So that was sort of paying homage to that, and that was just directly on the website. So that was the connection with Ohm.
I think it's obviously we'll get to this near the end of this podcast here, but obviously I started in the Ohm community, so for me to kind of see this evolution, and Ohm was my first DeFi project, but really to see the Ohm being the first rebasing token, and then the Bong Bears NFT came out, and then obviously now it's really incredible with the Honeycomb and the HoneyJar, and being able to use that and just kind of paying homage to what got us here, and the roots and the foundation and the OG community that originated and where this was born. Maybe I'm a little bit nostalgic, sorry, but I have lots of love. I also still hold a lot of Ohm, but I got lots of love. So
Nice, gotcha. Looking forward to hearing the backstory from Keisha later on. The next one I would like to ask about is Zora Mints. You guys have been coming out with, I think, quite a few Zora Mints. What's all that about? Minting articles, minting some art pieces on Zora and all.
Yeah, so Zora, we did the Apiculture jar 3 mints collection. So the Apiculture is like the THJ war room of artists, and then we have this collection minting on Zora at the same time as FranTech also did one, and then I think miraculously we have a even higher mint number than FranTech. So it's just really, we enjoy using Zora, the platform, NFT minting platform is really smooth, really slick user experience. So agriculture is like for our artists to really showcase their art and memes at a separate spun off project, to have more more opportunity to showcase their stuff besides the THJ brand name. And as you can see, like basically we have so much popularity. I think Goss and Jacob and all the designers, they are already planning to release more free mints collection on Zora. I think just for us, for THJ, and for all the designers within THJ to have another platform to showcase their work, and also to tap into different corners, for people who have been enjoying using Zora to get a chance to know about THJ as well.
And I just want to jump in here. I haven't been a part of the Honey Jar like since conception or since the beginning. I started very recently. And one thing that I've noticed is I just really want to give a really big shout out to all of the artists, the designers, the war room. Like the stuff that the Honey Jar pumps out is so incredible and just so high quality, and everybody has their unique art style. And so I really think what Umeshu is talking about here is really incredible, to really give the artists an opportunity to try different projects, try different things. But I just think that everybody there deserves their dues. They work incredibly hard and have a very big eye on the prize, but also in their own unique way. They each have a very individual art style, a very individual creativity. And it's been, for me, to come in later on in the project, as obviously it's grown so much, and the Honey Jar has, even I remember in February, or 2 years ago when the Honey Jar started, and to look where it is now, and to be able to kind of look under the hood and see, it's just incredible, the machine that's cooking and building, and all of the hard work that goes into it. And they really don't stop. They work around the clock, and it's the type of artists where you can give them a couple words and they give you something back that you would have never even imagined, or better than what you thought in your head. So I just really want to give a big tribute, and I'm really excited to see everything that's coming out with Apiology and the Zora Mints and all of that. So it's something I'm really looking forward to, and looking forward to the community to be able to check out and participate. And obviously, we all love free mints. It's great to be a part of a community, and an opportunity for people who maybe have a lower cost barrier. And so for them, we welcome any and all bearers. Don't want to alienate or isolate any bearers based on cost.
Yeah, and I think lastly, to bounce off of Keisha and Umeshu there, I think the Honey Jar really leans into the chaos element even earlier on, and one of the arms of the Honey Jars Adventure Studio is really spreading its tentacles to other ecosystems, trying other platforms, even if some people might not be using them. Going back to the inception, we had some articles on our original Mirror where we were posting. This is back in January, February, March of 2023. Long, in-depth articles where shout out to Nabzilla, Janny, and the team at the time were just making these articles into the void for what's to come, what we've observed, from the old days, etc. And we put that on Optimism. We didn't know how it would do. We just did it for fun, and it turned out really well. If I'm not mistaken, we were like some of the highest, I think, mints on Optimism, and that even spread to things like Apiology DAO or the Honey Jars, where each of those are also going to be on a different L1 or L2. And I think that leans into why we're starting to use Zora and other avenues, just a way to just sort of spread the message and lean into what really works, and the amazing artists, for example, in the war room. So I think Zora is a great way to get people great art, participate, and collect the lore.
Awesome.
I also think as well, sorry, I just want to build on what FW said, is leading into the chaos. I'm sure everybody's seen the stories that Janny was writing about the penguins and the bears and meeting each
Right.
other, and then you got to see that started as like a little just like Twitter campaign. Let's talk to this community. And obviously penguins and bears work really well together. But then it was a very successful campaign, and all of that artwork was done by all of these artists. And done within the war room, and like really just leaning into that chaos, being able to tell this hilarious story, or make this put the bears and the penguins together and telling a storybook and a narrative that like isn't really related to, it's not related to a mint, it's not related to anything, but just a fun story to tell and fun artwork to share, or something to talk about on Twitter, right? So I love the chaos that is the THJ.
Gotcha. And on another note, besides the mint, you guys also have a lot of quests on THJ for people to do certain actions, mint the badge. So what does that do? Or what's the purpose behind the quests and the badges?
Yeah, I can chime into that. So basically, quest or the badge. So what badge is for, or what quest is basically, like I said, we have this faucet drip on the THJ website, and people want to get more T bearer on the testnet bearer to play with, on the Berachain official dApps or all the other community dApps in order to test out how good they are, right? And as an unofficial policy provider, we want to gamify this experience. So our tech team, Soju, shout out to Soju and the rest of the tech team, they really developed this infrastructure on the fly, having seen an insane amounts of interaction with THJ gamified faucet. So they decided to, up the game and build this quest infrastructure whereby all the people, they can do the quest through doing a lot of on-chain or off-chain actions. For example, you can do a transaction on this app or follow this partner Twitter or Discord, and then upon the completion, you will get a badge. And this badge is what we decided with the partner. All the style, all the looks, we decided with the partner. And what this badge can provide you with? It provides you with an additional faucet drip every day. So meaning if you collect more badges, you will have more testnet bearer to be distributed in your wallet. So every day you can claim your testnet bearer, your faucet, by going to a THJ website, do all the quests, collect the badge, and then repeat every day. And then as you collect more, you get more bearer, you can do more stuff on Berachain ecosystem. So that's the idea. Is it's really a hub for newcomers or existing bearer people to get familiar with all the exciting things that the Berachain ecosystem has to offer before mainnet. Everything from DeFi or games, etc. Is also a way for a badge is for people to feel really early into the eco. The badge also served as a like proof of attendance and participation kind of mechanism. So we really have seen really successful figures and data points. I think we serve like millions of unique visitors on THJ Faucet site, and then we have done more than 40 quest campaign with all our partners. A lot of new partners are actually coming from quest. Some projects reach out to us saying, hey, can you can we do a quest with you guys? And then it's really kick off the conversation, and then we started to explore doing something more than a quest, to really seal a partnership, like the platinum and gold partnership that I just described. So yeah, this is basically what quest and badge is one of the most efficient way for a lot of the Berachain ecosystem projects to get awareness from the community.
We all want that sweet, sweet testnet Bera. But just jumping off of that, I do want to say, like, definitely one of the things that I've heard recently in the past, a year ago, is everybody being like, I'm too late. And everybody wants to feel early, right? Everybody's like, I don't want to join. No one wants to be on the bus last. And so exactly what Umeshu said, it's a nice way for people to be early to the ecosystem, engage in this in multiple different ways, whether it's things like, hey, you want to, connect your Twitter or post a meme. Maybe you're good at educating. Maybe you're really great at memes. Maybe you're really great at all of these different things. There's kind of something for everybody, right? Because the beautiful thing about crypto is everybody has really diverse interests and there's multiple different edges, but not everybody has the same interest. And what may pique my interest or FDub's interest or Umeshu's interest or the OG Olympus community or the Berachain community might be completely different than your average crypto participant or your average normie participant who has no idea about crypto. So I really think the HoneyJar and the Quest and the faucets, there's lots of different unique challenges and unique activities that you can. So maybe you want to participate in them all. Maybe you only want to participate in the ones that tweak your interest, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? And then you can get a badge of honor. You can get that then correlates to this testnet Bera. for example, we did this one quest that was you had to meet me in person and you tapped my nail and you got a badge. There's been things like collaborations with other projects that are building on Berachain where they do a collab quest, and then it also helps grow other ecosystem partners or people that maybe necessarily aren't partners with THJ, but helps. I hate to say flywheel because that's a buzzword that we all, not a buzzword, but we all use that word so many times, right? Everyone's probably heard it enough in all these podcasts, but it really is that like effect of like helping and building up the community around you and the people that are building and supporting. And I think that's really what sets Berachain, the blockchain and the ecosystem builders in the HoneyJar apart from anything else in crypto is it's a very PvP space, and that's just the nature of it. But when I'm in the Berachain ecosystem, when I'm at these Berachain events, when I'm at meeting people in the HoneyJar, when I'm meeting all these people building on Bera, is I don't feel that PvP. I'm not worried. What are you plotting against me? Like, do I have to like read into what you're saying, or should I be looking, and I'm a very naive person, I guess, but should I be looking for this? And in Bera, I find that it really is that let's build up each other and how can we work together, and your success is also my success. And that's what I really think is incredible about the HoneyJar, and these faucets and these badges are just another example of that, right? Like spreading the word about the community and giving multiple different entries, whether you have limited crypto knowledge or tons of crypto knowledge or limited Bera knowledge and tons of it, is it provides an opportunity for no matter the person, if diversity of interest, diversity of person, diversity of market participants. And then additionally, that added factor of being able to help build and support the people that are building in this ecosystem, because everybody's success is our success, really.
Moose, are you a gamer?
Not really a gamer, but what's up?
Think of it almost like achievements back in like the Xbox 360 days. This is sort of like what the badges are, right? It's like a gamified way that leans into all the benefits, as Umeshu and Keisha just brilliantly stated, and also highlights the art of the worm as well, right? It's if you joined it on one of the crab games in the community, one of the game nights, you can get a custom badge. So there's just a wide variety of ways for people to collect, get satisfaction from that, but as Keisha said, also earn extra testnet to just further their testing.
Right? That financial incentive. We all want that sweet, sweet, sweet testnet Bera. And also gives the added fact of, getting users, right? You need users, you need the feedback, you need to know what's working, what's not working. What do people like? What do people not like? In order to really build on this ecosystem, you need to be able to adapt and develop. And the only way you're really going to be able to do that is when you have users that are using. Sorry, that was a little bit of a repeat, but
No, that's a great point. And I think a really important factor of the HoneyJar is it's a data-driven cult. I know we're all, memes, ooga boogas and such, but it is very focused on the numbers. And I think the quests and the badges just highlight those very well. Shout out to Tian, who's the lead.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Would be really interested to see like a data study of the different profiles of those who participate in Quest and holding different badges. I think like Keisha mentioned, maybe like if you're a DeFi user, you only collect DeFi badges, or if you're into memes and then you like to play for the more non-serious quests. I think that would be interesting to see. Though I'm sure you'll see a lot of people collecting most, if not all, of the badges, in hopes of some airdrops, So, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And my next question would be on the incubator side. Like you guys mentioned, you guys do like venture studio incubation. Would like to learn more about what you guys do on that end.
Yeah, I can share a little bit on there. So THJ, we incubate projects in a sense. A lot of the projects, like, is coming from our internal team. Like maybe they have new ideas. They want to really focus on, develop on, and then as they grow to a larger size, maybe it makes sense to spin it off as an individual project powered by THJ. So we are really incubating projects in that sense. One example is Standard & Poor's. Standard & Poor's is like a community assessment solution. Basically, we try to give a really, really neutral and comprehensive assessment on all the Berachain community projects through a point system. So the idea is really coming from, in traditional finance, this is a Standard & Poor, and they give a credit rating on all the bonds or all the companies that they work on. So Standard & Poor's is similar, but for bearer. This is a way for THJ to give the community a way to look at all the new projects or existing projects, how credible they are, whether the team is transparent, whether the treasury is transparent, what product do they provide, the roadmap, is it already published or not, this kind of stuff. And we built this Standard & Poor's idea in 2023, and then as we go further, we think that it makes sense to spin it off as an individual project, like an incubator project, having their own Discord, own Twitter sites, and own team, in order for them to have more exposure, more opportunity for people to interact independently. And then THJ is within still a HoneyComb focus, providing all the props to the holder. So we try to incubate projects, in this kind of manner. For example, like we have also have Bera, and another NFT collection collaborating with the Milady Cult team. So yeah, this is how we be the incubator in this fashion.
No, I
Gotcha.
think that's exactly it. Just a way to sort of any projects that we think are worth putting resources in, or there's a need for it just within the larger ecosystem. I think that's where the THJ kind of steps up to the plate with the talent and the execution. Another one of them out of the 7 that are public so far is like Bear Infinity. You can sort of think of that as the Gitcoin of Berachain. It's basically just a way to sort of retroactively look back and incentivize contributors who helped grow this ecosystem the past 2.5 years, who helped it from the first JPEG to where the whole entire ecosystem is to this point. So just giving back in some way.
And not to self-plug or anything, but another addition to those incubated by the HoneyJar and Ursadom Labs is BERABADDIES. Everything that we're incubated a little bit differently than some of these other projects, but definitely thanks to the HoneyJar and obviously Ursadom, none of this would be possible. There'd be no baddies on Berachain.
Keisha, what is BERABADDIES?
Yeah, what is it?
What is BERABADDIES? What a great question. So for me, I think what really BERABADDIES is it's a opportunity for women to express themselves, whether that's through merchandise, events, or really just to kind of create this fun community of women on Berachain. And it kind of just started off as I was kind of just shit posting and trolling, and I had edited a bunch of photos of bear heads on me, and I used to post on Twitter saying the Berachain baddie babble bubble, like I used to post this, and JDP and Janny approached me and they're like, hey, like, you want to make this a real thing? And I was like, I'd honestly love that, because I don't know if you've been in the Olympus ecosystem for a while, you may remember Yellow. And me and Yellow, a long time ago, we wanted to create like this women community, and you know what they say about sometimes the timing just isn't right. And I remember we tried, and it just everybody was so busy, caught up in a million different things. It just never really went anywhere. So when Jenny and JDP approached me, it was really, really exciting for me, because I was like, yeah, I think this is a great idea. I think this would be something incredible. And I think that it's a fun, non-cringy place for women to hang out and also to learn about the Berachain ecosystem. Like for me, I like to think of myself as like, well, all of my friends look at me and they're like, I don't even understand a thing you're saying about crypto. But since starting, the BERABADDIES and stuff, I have so many people asking these questions. But even I have questions about Berachain. I have questions about how do I interact with proof of liquidity? How do I use DeFi and all of these things? And I really just think it's an incredible opportunity to onboard women, whether you're in the crypto space or not, or not in the crypto space whatsoever, and onboard and educate and bring these women into a fun space where they can express themselves and wear cute clothing. And we had our proof of concept in Denver, and obviously it was a smash hit. And I don't know how I didn't notice this before, but I really recognized, I was like, wow, like there has never been merchandise that's been marketed and tailored towards women, right? And I just mean like everything's an extra large shirt. Like when you go to a conference, even the merch I've always got, it's always like an extra large black shirt, right? So I think even in the concept of merch in general, I think what BERABADDIES did is try to inject some creativity and some difference and some uniqueness and some fun, because people in crypto, we all love merch and we love this stuff and we love clothing and we love, you know, aesthetic and all of this. And it's like, I just felt that the baddies, whether you're a woman or a male, was a fresh perspective and a fresh kind of merchandise. And you see, like, we have men that are like, I need a baddies crop top, which I think is like, I love that. And so I just think it's a fun space for women to express themselves, and obviously for all of the baddies to get together and have fun and learn about Berachain, and just to educate and onboard more people, and to do it in a way that doesn't have to be so serious, and it also doesn't have to be so confusing, and to really use merch as that gap between the Web 2 space and I hate using Web 2 and Web 3, but it's the only way to really, I think, articulate it the best in this sense. But to bridge that gap, because I have women coming up to me, for example, at the Berachain. Berachain had an event in Dubai, and that's where we handed out some of our merch. And every single waiter there was begging me for the BERABADDIES merch. They don't know a single thing about crypto. They don't know anything about Berachain. They don't know anything about the honey jar, but they're like, I think that top is really cute. I went to the doctor's office wearing my Berachain shirt and my tote bag, and a 60-year-old woman was like, I love your shirt. Where did you get that? And so that's kind of like how it starts, right? This is how we create this is how we make crypto. This is how we make Berachain, the honey jar, a thing not a thing, but a pillar in the real world, and to really onboard people, right? Because we're all here, we have this community that we all have now, and we can grow and we can expand into other communities that exist in crypto, and that's the goal. And all these women love it and everybody loves it, but the goal, right, is to grow even bigger than that, to grow outside of these communities that we exist in. And so I really think that the BERABADDIES is a fun space to provide a non-cringy, exciting way for people to express themselves, and learn about crypto, whether in whatever fashion they choose to. And whether that's just buying a BERABADDIE t-shirt or coming to a BERABADDIE event, then that's great. But if you want to take that extra step and learn, then we're here to teach you and onboard you and provide you with the resources that you need to learn more about it. Or you're an artist and you want to launch something, then let's do it. I hope that was a good explanation. Sorry.
Yeah, it was perfect. You know, when BERABADDIES but male line, you know, maybe not crop tops for me.
Crop tops are kind of in for men right now. We're going back to the 80s, the 70s.
man.
It's a good workout shirt. You can hit the gym, get a pump in. BERABADDIES
Nice.
are bringing on Bera summer, hot Bera summer. I've had men
Berasama.
I'm wearing
messaging me
that.
saying, I've had men message me saying, "Hey, I need to hit the gym so I can wear a BERABADDIE crop top this summer." And I'm like,
That's true.
I
That's
want
good
to,
motivation.
I want to see you, I want to see you getting a bicep curl in the BERABADDIE crop top.
Keisha, I'm gonna get a large crop top for Brussels next week, please. Thank you.
I got you.
Awesome. All right. The next one is I think it's time for some alpha. I've heard of the token that you guys are launching. Maybe you guys can share more on what that is all about.
Hello.
Hello, did you hear about token? Where did you
Did
hear
you?
that from?
I don't know, man. Some Bera just whispered it in my ear.
You know, I just like the greeting.
Sarah once told me he
I thought
bared
just
it
a
all on
meme.
the line.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, now that you said it, I guess the alpha is no longer news. Leaking out. But yeah, we are launching a meme coin with utility, and it's called Hano.
Hello.
The alpha is no longer alpha; it's beta now.
It's beta, yeah.
Right. So what's that about? You know, meme coin. What's the utility behind it? What was the idea behind it? Let's hear it.
Well, it's another way to bear appeal meme coiners and no bearers. We hope Hano will be the ultimate bear appeal for, all the people trading on-chain coins, shit coins, meme coins, all the retail market who doesn't know anything about Berachain, or definitely have no idea what BCH is, what validator is. But they know Hano is a very catchy phrase. They know the bears are cute. So they want to buy, handle, and learn about Berachain later. That's the ultimate goal. Handle will also be integrated with all the blue chip DeFi protocols within and outside of Berachain ecosystem. So you can imagine there might be handle perpetuals, handle options, handle to be used as a collateral to do borrowing and lending, this kind of stuff. So handle is really, on both sides of the IQ curve. That meme with the smart guy and the DJ guy and with the mid curve guy in the middle. Handle will be on both sides of the curve, meaning you can just buy handle as a meme, or you can use handle to play with the validated flywheel to use handle as a way to expose you on Berachain DeFi ecosystem. So yeah, that's the sneak peek of what handle is.
Yep, interesting. And would this be launched on the mainnet day one? Because I would assume like you guys gonna get front run when Handlo is like a good meme, or at least like a good ticker.
Very good ticker.
I can say it will be on mainnet. I won't say anything about timing though. But yeah, just set your ring bell on THJ Twitter, and then you will get the latest update. Or even just follow Janitor Twitter and set a ring bell. He basically ship posts and do all the memes every day. Sometimes it's about handle, sometimes it's not.
All right, keep your eyes posted, guys. And the next question would be, what has changed for you guys, or if any, for THJ since Berachain Testnet V2?
Well, good question. And the short answer is getting much busier because of all the influx of new projects waiting for V2 to happen, and then now it's happened. They announce deployment on Berachain and try to do all the stuff with community projects. So on the BD side myself, I've been doing a lot of BD calls, to really help these protocols to deploy on Bera, help them to understand the landscape better. Yeah, just getting a lot of action, much more vibrant. We are really happy, how V2, has achieved right now, like really smooth. So shout out to the team and then the dev there, all the developers working so hard to make this happen. So yeah, just basically much easier for me, but it's a good thing to see.
I would just chime in into what Umeshu said. I definitely think that the team's been going hard, whether it's the war room, the validators, getting stuff behind the scenes prepped for that, or even the badges on the website front as well, since testnet went live.
Another thing, it may be THJ actually we grow bigger. We have more new team members joining. Because as we submit to V2 and assuming that we basically having a lot of touch points across the whole Berachain ecosystem. As like we started off as NFT collection, right? So we have one BD guy, some developers, janitor, people making the art for NFT. But now we have our validator running. We have a legit DeFi playbook. We have our COO joining before V2, and then we have Keisha and F doing community call, space, anime, basically keeping THJ ecosystem vibrant through being the voice of Bera. So we're just being a lot of new joiners to the whole THJ team. We actually have more than 20 people right now. So just to serve different purpose and to make sure the whole ecosystem is running smoothly as it should be. So I think that's one of the another biggest change that I've seen from V1 to V2.
All right, awesome. Now then, I think one of the last few questions, what do you see the end goal being for THJ?
I was just going to say, from the baddie perspective, for me, the end goal for the HoneyJar is for the HoneyJar, the BERABADDIES, to be a household name, to be something that people, whether you know about crypto or you don't know about crypto, you know who we are and you want to be a part of it. And it's something fun and it's something exciting. It's something that you want to learn more about. I think the HoneyJar, in my perspective, which may be different than others here, is I really think the HoneyJar has a opportunity through all its different facets and also through the BERABADDIES to become a household name or to spread a fun place for people to learn and get exposure to crypto and to play around and to have fun no matter their interest, and really be that onboarding and education and a fun space to hang out. And I think there's lots of like really nostalgic aspects of the aesthetic that you see on the honey jar. You see like that old school Windows 98, but I just think it's, you know, crypto is the future of the internet, and the internet is growing so fast. And I think the honey jar is going to turn into a really fun place for people to really fun community and a really fun ecosystem for people to play around with and learn multiple different areas of crypto. Specifically, obviously for the baddies, but I even think outside of that, the honey jar will do that and help onboard and really grow this space the way it needs to be grown and spread the good word.
That was a perfect answer. I'll just bring another perspective. I'll just reiterate the point that I, just said at the beginning, meaning THJ mission has always been the gateway, the door to the Berachain ecosystem. So I think the end goal is basically what, the original goal, original vision that we started with in 2023, which is, to bring as many people and protocols to the Berachain ecosystem as possible. And as we grow, I think the end goal is really to do this from different touch points, different perspective. We want to cover all the segments within the crypto ecosystem, like for example, meme coin, DeFi, NFT, Quest, memes, and maybe also like events, merch, and music. So yeah, we just want to cover all the different segments within the Berachain ecosystem, and to bring different types of people to the ecosystem as many as possible. And then personally, my goal will be to bring as much value, as many utility to the HoneyComb as possible, so that our holder will feel happy. I mean, if they feel happy, then I'm happy. So I think that's the end goal.
I think what you said there, Umeshu, was the perfect term that I was constantly repeating the same terms, but a gateway, a door. I think that's amazing to the Berachain ecosystem. I also think it's a really great place to fortify and cultivate and develop builders and innovation, right? Like, sorry, the way that the iterations that we see of crypto right now, they're going to be, everything is, you need things to be developed in order to things to be further developed and for things to grow, right? So I really think that having this diversity of utility, of value, of supporting builders, supporting other ecosystems, supporting protocols, and trying to bring as many people into Bera as possible, is it provides a breeding ground for innovation, a breeding ground for development that, who knows what new, novel, and exciting turning point in the crypto space, or even the general tech space, or merge space, or other utility music that could be built and developed under the THJ. It's really cultivating this incredible. It's like, I think about it. For some reason, this analogy comes to my head. It's like soil. It has all these different nutrients, and you can create and grow a really incredible plant. And we kind of have like all of these different branching points, different interests, different values, and all these builders, that it's creating a perfect storm, or a perfect, the perfect soil to be fertilized and to grow into some really interesting innovations and development. And we already see some incredible innovation, some incredible utility being built, but I think in the future, as more things get developed, it just means that even greater things are going to be developed, and we don't know what we don't know, right? And I think it'll be really exciting to see it as the space grows, as technology grows, what will come out of THJ and come from these builders and these ecosystems and these protocols. So I think that's really something to look forward to.
What about you, F-Dubs?
I'm just looking forward to seeing how everything is going to look in the ecosystem, 2-3 years post mainnet. And I think the honey jar has positioned itself since, top of 2023. And I think we've just been moving in the right direction. And I think it's going to be a fun couple of years.
Right. Awesome. No, I like to hear all that from you guys. And I would be interested in your personal stories as well, of how you guys ended up in THJ, and maybe a bit more on your background as well prior to THJ.
Yeah, for me, I got a little bit of TradFi background. probably not relevant to what I do to to HoneyJar and crypto. Mostly before THJ I just ship posts and flip coins. But then yeah, I really dig deep into the Berachain ecosystem in December 2022 after seeing an article talking about the bond bears and potentially there'd be a fast bear drop to the bond bear holders. Then got me really intrigued. So I spent the December and Christmas really doing a lot of deep dive research, searching all the community projects that were live, and then put them onto a spreadsheet, really artistically, putting down all the numbers, followers, DOS lane, Discord lane, in a really artistic fashion, and I posted it on Twitter with a thread that went kind of popular, and then janitor spotted, he liked that, and then he's slid into my DMs asking, "Do you want to work?" And then say, "Yeah, janitor, yeah, I heard your name. You're famous, sweeping the Bombay floor price, and you got a janitor union, so sounds like a cool gig." And I said, "Yeah, why not?" And that's my journey into TJ.
Yeah, and for myself, I mean, I entered the space in general around 2020, 2021, and basically found DeFi, found Ohm, stumbled into Rome. Rome was never built. And basically from there, I heard this thing called Bong Bears in a voice chat at 2 a.m. 2 months later, I heard about the baby bear minted one. And then from there, I just sort of went head deep into the ecosystem. Started joining in on the podcast, the Honeycast, along with Tez. And pretty much from there, Janny approach similar to Umeshu, says, "I'm doing this thing. Would you want to do some BD?" I said, "Okay, sure, why not?" And the rest was history. We sort of did the HoneyComb shortly after that, and yeah, that's pretty much my journey.
Rome is my Roman Empire. I think about Rome way too often. That is my Roman Empire. But moving on to brighter and bigger things. Or no, not brighter and bigger. Moving on to a happier note. My start, actually, kind of my start with the HoneyJar and with the Berachain ecosystem actually goes back to my start in crypto. So 2021, January, February, I started, or even maybe December 2020, I started investing in Ethereum, Bitcoin. I had this one friend. He was relentless. He's like, "You need to invest, you need to invest, you need to invest." So then I just, played it safe, downloaded the Coinbase app, bought those few things. Then I started downloading the Binance, and I started messing around with Top Shots. And then next thing you know, the first DeFi project that I ever interacted with was Olympus. I sold my mutual funds. I cashed out all of my money in traditional finance, and I aped into Olympus at the top in May. So that was and this is where I think the degenerate in me was born, because I feel like big time investing a lot of money and then it going down 98% in like 3 weeks really numbed me and turned me into a huge degenerate, in the sense that I'm like, I can lose money and it doesn't matter. But Olympus was the first DeFi project I ever invested in. And then obviously when it went down a lot, I kind of, you're like, okay, well, let me learn. I already had read a lot about it, but I was like, okay, let me join the Discord, let me join the community, and the Olympus Discord is where I found my voice in crypto. I had like 50 followers on Twitter, and I would tweet, and I'd cringe at myself. I'd be like, I got no likes, I can't believe I posted this. Or I'd try and talk in a Discord and nobody would respond, or they all think I was a bot. And then you'd get like embarrassed a little bit. And maybe this is just a me thing. Maybe I just like had a little bit too much social anxiety or what, but I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be like, okay, I'm never talking again. And I actually finally found a community in Olympus once I convinced everybody that I wasn't a bot or one of the other members in Olympus pretending to be a girl. And it gave me my voice. I found a community of people that I made friends with. I found a community of people, and this is what made it easier for me to take risks, for me to learn new things, for me to try new projects, for me to explore more in DeFi, for me to tweet, for me to roast people, for me to shit post, is to know I had this, this community that, like, yeah, they roast me all the time, but it's also like a place I can soundboard ideas. Or you just having a community in crypto is the biggest thing. And That's really, you know, why I think the BERABADDIES is like super important. Is you're way more likely to be successful and to stay in crypto when you have a community of people around you. But so I was in the Olympus Off Topic. I used to, you know, go to FOMOs, go to the all the fun events with fatty rapping and aped into everything, Klima, Rome, whatever it was, anything that anybody from the Ohm community built. I was there. I was minting it. I was buying it, and I was actually one of the very first people in the Bong Bears Discord, and I never got a Bong Bear. It was a bit out of my price range because I had no liquidity because of buying Ohm at the top. But I used to be in that Discord every single day, hoping that I could get a Bong Bear. And one of the very generous Olympus and Bera guys, somebody in the community gave me a rebase. They gave me a baby or a boo. I can't remember which was first, but they gave me one of those. And that was my first exposure to the Bera NFTs. And then I got all the rebases after that. And then obviously when the Berachain Discord launched, I was right in there. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't do the research. I did not give a single F what Berachain was. I didn't care about the tech. I said the homies from Olympus Off Topic, or the people that I have been around, the people that I've been shitposting with is in this Bong Bears Discord. This is their project. I don't care what the tech is. I don't care anything about it. These are the homies, and I'm here to really blindly support them. And it wasn't until really like 6-7 months ago that I actually started to learn more about it and really research it. But I was all in from the beginning, just because I was like, this is my community. This is where I found my voice. I would honestly be, I hate to say that, it sounds so dark, but I would honestly be nowhere. I wouldn't have found the confidence. I wouldn't have found the support. I wouldn't have found the opportunities in the ecosystem, or the job opportunities, or the chance to meet all of these incredible people, or to even like get out of my shell enough to ask those stupid questions in Discord, to learn about all of these things in crypto, if it wasn't for that community in Ohm, and also the Bong Bear Discord, and all of those guys. So for me, that was, you know, where I started. And then I've been in the Bera ecosystem obviously since really day one. And then I mentioned earlier, I just kind of started trolling and shit posting pictures of me with me and my girlfriends with bear heads on us, and, you know, saying the Berachain baddie babble bubble. And then JDP from Ursadom Labs and Janny from the HoneyJar approached me and asked me if I wanted to make this a real thing. And I was like, absolutely, let's do this. I think this could be really incredible. And because for me, I see the value in community, and I see how much it helps me grow, and the opportunities that do not exist in the real world, that I've been given because of crypto. And so it was really just incredible. And then, yeah, I was like, I think it'd be really great to create this community, and really to kind of elicit that feeling that I had from Olympus Off Topic across, you know, the baddies. And so then I started with the BERABADDIES, and then the BERABADDIES, you know, took off, and it took off way faster than we ever expected it to, and it's constantly growing and evolving. And I'm really thankful to be a part of this, and to meet all of the wonderful Berachain builders, the ecosystem, everybody in the ecosystem, but then also to meet all these wonderful women, and to learn, and to share merch with them, and to create this fun community. Because really what happened is I find that we live two lives, digital, physical. And I'm always on Discord, and I'm in a group chat with, you know, 50 dudes, and I want to talk about sports, or I want to talk about something that happens in my everyday life, and I see them all talking about it, and they don't relate to it, because, you know, they don't relate to the color I got my nails done. And I'm like, and then when I'm around all my girlfriends, I'm like, I can't talk about my crypto life with them. So I kind of feel like I'm living two different lives. So I was like, I want to bring my girlfriends on chain. How can I have girlfriends on chain? So that was kind of where that came from. And then the Berachain Baddies was, you know, working really well, and being in the community, meeting all these wonderful people. And then Janny was like, hey, like, we're looking for, you know, we want to have a community voice, and we're looking to bring in FDub, and we think that you would be good for this because you're out in the community meeting people, and it'd be good. I think it'd be a really good fit. And so I started with the honey jar after actually starting with the baddies, and it just, you know, evolved so into there. So I'm really happy to be here. And it's not to get sentimental, but for me, it's the Berachain and the Olympus community have like a really big. It's where I started. It's where I learned. Like it, I can't separate crypto from those two things for me ever. So it's great to like be here and be a part of something that's building and trying to grow the space. So I'm very, very, very grateful to Janny, to JDP, and obviously every single person in the Bera ecosystem, and obviously the Olympus off topic for me. It's been an incredible journey, and to see how far things have come, and to see the people that you support and shit post with every single day, building these incredible things is a phenomenal experience, and I'm very grateful.
Awesome. I think it's really nice always to hear, different origin stories from different people, right? Through a few included. It's always a different perspective, and like it's just so nice where everyone can come together in crypto from different various backgrounds, doing totally different things, and like just got an opportunity, and that's where we are right now. So that's what I love about crypto, and I think you guys would agree. And I think that is all the questions I have for you guys today. Before we go off, is there anything else that you might have missed that you want to touch on?
If you're listening, make sure to come check out the Me Bera Yeet BERABADDIES oh my god, I can't even pronounce it. Berave. I need to practice that in the mirror before I start meeting people in person and saying that. But yeah, come to the Me Bera Yeet and BERABADDIE HoneyJar Henlo Berave in Brussels on July 10th. It's going to be a fantastic time. You're going to have so much fun. Maybe don't come. I don't know. It's up to you. But and then there'll be if there's any baddies listening, there's going to be a BERABADDIE brunch on the 11th, and then you can find us there. So there's going to be beras all over ECC. From what I can tell, it's going to be a bear apocalypse. So you don't want to miss out.
Hanno, just follow Hanno, follow THJ, follow me, Umeshu, follow Fda, follow Keisha, follow Janitor. Then you get all the alpha, or maybe beta in some time.
Love
Ooga
that.
booga.
Yeah, I'd say Ooga Booga first and foremost, and keep notifications on, especially as testnet v2 has been going on for quite a while, and mainnet approaches. Definitely want to stay tapped in to all the incubator projects, and of course the THJ. And subscribe to Crypto Moose.
Subscribe to Crypto Moose.
Moose is on the loose. Subscribe him.
The moose is on the loose. Ooga booga.
All right then. Then with that, we have come to the end of this episode, right? All the links for THJ and of course Umeshu, Fdubs, and Keisha's Twitter will be in the description box below. So do check them out. And see you in the next episode. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga.
Ooga Booga.
Ooga booga, ooga booga. Thank you, Moose. Thanks
Thanks,
everybody
guys.
for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. May your
Okay.
oogas booga.